Okay, hi everybody. This is a little video about the oil pump on the Yamaha XS750. Mine is a 1978 model, and I've been rebuilding the oil pump. I'm rebuilding the engine, so I decided that the main thing about rebuilding an engine, you ought to have a good oil pump, and so I've been chasing around trying to get the bits for it and trying to get other pumps. And when you come down to it, there's actually three pumps, three different sorts, depending on what year you've got. This isn't patently obvious when you try and buy a second one off eBay, but they all have different size rotors. Now this is the one that comes with my bike, which is the correct part, and it's got a 35mm rotor. I've actually finally got a new one and fitted it, so it's all buttoned up, ready to go. This is the old rotor and the old the inside for it, which isn't too bad, but it has got a bit of a score at some point. So I decided, well, if I could get the new part, then I would. So that's what I've done, and I'm glad I have. But anyway, that's the 35mm one. This here is one I bought off eBay for 20 quid. Nobody seems to know, nobody answers when you ask them what size pump it is, so it's a case of potluck. This one was the 24mm one. You can actually see on the body they're slightly different. This part here, the cap, is different on this one and this one. Now the in-between size, the 28mm one, which I did manage to get a new part from America. It's this one, and this is part number 2F3-1331. I can't read that other number. I think it's an 8 something 00. The part I wanted was this one, which I finally got, which is 2F3-13310-01, and that's the part for the 35mm one. I also found this on the internet, this information. It does tell you, I have to actually take a proper photograph of this and put it on the site. It does give you the housing rotor number, the rotor assembly number, the shaft, the cover oil for the oil pump. They all use the same cover by the look of the number, but it doesn't seem that when you take it apart. Anyway, let's have a look. This is the 24mm one, which I've already loosened the screws on. It doesn't come out completely while we there. You can see how this all goes together. Okay, there's the little thing which goes in there and there through the hole, obviously. Now then, on this body, the top part of this, it actually recesses into the housing. Now, on the bigger one, the 35mm one, the oil pump actually extends into the top, and the top cap goes over it. I should have took it apart, but to show you. But anyway, it'll give you an idea if you're dealing with this. I mean, there's probably very few people this is going to be any use to. Anyway, here is the 28mm rotor, which is brand new, which I've now got to find a buyer for, which I bought by mistake. I thought I had it before. Anyway, another one that came from America. You can see that's just that bit taller than the 24mm. Well, let's stand them all together, then we can see. The 35mm one is quite a lot larger, so obviously it's going to pump more oil. That is the one that is fitted, according to this chart. It's fitted to the XS750E, engine number 226037 onwards, and all XS750 SE, which I think is a special. The 28mm one is fitted to the XS750E, engine number 222312 onwards to 226036. And the 24mm one was fitted to all XS750D, all XS750D2D, XS750E onwards to 222311. So basically, if you've got an XS750E, it could be either of those three pumps depending on which engine number. And I think the other problem is that the crankshaft bearings and big end bearings are probably different codes for your year of bike to depend on the amount of pressure you're going to get around the bearings if you follow the drift. So there we have it. This one fits 750E. Well, they all fit 750E, but basically the 24mm one is for the older models, and the 35mm is for the later models. So I don't even really know if you had an early model and you put the bigger pump on, whether you would be doing the right thing or not, because your crank bearings and that might be getting then too much pressure. Who knows? Anyway, there you go. That's all I know about it, which is not a lot, but it might be useful to somebody who's putting one together. And basically, what you got to do is make sure you get the right pump for your engine. Okay, cheers.